Hello. Right. That thing, do that. I think I'm back. Hang on. Let's try this again, shall we? This is the second attempt. I won't press any buttons this time because I broke the last live stream. So hello to the people who are here now. Can you go outside, gather up the people who were here before, ask them to come back in, tell them I apologise. Is the sound okay? Hello Monkey, is the sound okay? Welcome to the Talky Tuesday live stream. I'm not going to touch anything. Hopefully won't screw it up. So sounds good. We're here. It's a Tuesday. It's the day that I talk. It's a Tuesday. Praise be the Omnissiah if this thing keeps rolling. Up there it says it's rolling. Down here there's a couple of people doing the things. Over here is a camera. See what it is? This is a small room. This is like the spare room or the third room. This is where you would keep the child if you had a child. Holla, holla Rubius, holla Monkey, holla Ike Mike, Go Slice, Nightbot. Nightbot, I don't have to say hello to Nightbot, do I? Hi everyone, sound is good, thank you. Turn these. It's a small room. So every time I do a live stream, I have to kind of move everything around and re-plug in all the cables and things. And I've got half of my like half painted miniatures over here. Some more Raven Guard coming. Empty packets of crisps. A few pubic hairs under the table, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? So it's a bit of a mess in here. And yeah, I shouldn't touch anything. And I touched something. And I'm just eating as well. Is there food around my mouth? How's it all looking? Yeah. I think we're okay. Just finished Gene Father evening. You're back. Yes, I'm back, Dats and Des. There was a technical malfunction in the last stream. Which was me pressing things that I shouldn't press. And YouTube said, "What are you doing, homie?" And I said, "Dude, come on. I just pressed the one thing down there and the one thing here." And the idea was I was going to do a comedy thing, like because I screwed up the intro, pause it, and then come back and it'd be laughter all around. Ha, Winters doesn't know what he's doing. But guess what? The comedy thing, it didn't even work because I broke it. Anyway. Hi, welcome to Winter's SEO YouTube channel live stream. Thanks for stopping by. Ike, Mike, Das and Des, John Thunder. Thank you for Wan Thunder. Evening. Thanks for coming in. Mr. Potato Butt. Been a member for 4 months as tier 3. He's a legend. Pressing random buttons is the Orky way. I know it is the Orky way, and sometimes it makes things go faster. And it can also make things blow up in your face, which is what happened. So anyway. Yeah, rocking the merch, rocking the mug. Thank you to the 2 people that bought merch between last week and this week. You are legends. There's another mug out in the world now. We're up to about 30, which is nearly enough for an American football team. Yes, I said American football. It's 2 normal English teams, right? I think 30, because I do like my American football. Yeah. So anyway. It's stuff and things. Yes, thank you. So if you have any questions, we're here to talk to you. That's what we're here to do. We're here. This is a group therapy session. If there's anything you want to share, if there's anything we need to talk about this evening, then this is the time to do it. I'm certainly going to unload on you guys. So if you need to unload or ask some questions, or yeah, you can. This is what we're here for. So the comedy of you not knowing what you're doing didn't work because you don't know what you're doing. This is kind of comedy, to be fair. Yeah, this cable, I don't know tech. I can't do tech. I can do the bits that I can do. Like when I used to have a proper job, they show you do those bits, and then I did those bits. And when it comes to all the YouTube things, I do the bits, and anything else that is outside of the bits box, I don't touch. I have professionals come in and do it, like Sultan or Cat. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you all. Oh dear, I've been playing too much Dark Tide. Anyone else in the chat has been playing Dark Tide? It's very Moorish. It's like eating a cheeseburger from McDonald's. You can't have one cheeseburger, can you? You've got to have like 4 or even more than that. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't stop eating cheeseburgers when I'm full. I stop eating cheeseburgers when I hate myself. So got to have a lot of cheeseburgers or nuggets. You know, a box of 20. You can never eat the whole box of 20. Well, I can't, but I try. It's a challenge. It's a It's a hill I'm willing to die on. Anyone else been out smashing the Dark Tide? It's very Moorish. Why did the monk go to the dairy farm to centre his cheese? We ended the last live stream with jokes, didn't we? That's so it's nice to start this one with a joke. Is that a joke? Yeah. So Dark Tide's very Moorish. Level 30 Psyker, smashing it. I started the veteran class trying to do the torrent las gun, smashing that. And I'm very enjoying the Zealot as well, running around with a massive chainsaw. Who wouldn't like it? But I tried the Thunderhammer, but it's a bit too unwieldy for me. Even though the idea of running around as a furious Zealot screaming for the Emperor and hitting things with a hammer seemed like a bad idea. It's what do you want, YouTube? It's not really. It's not my. It's too much of a swing. Sam Nash in his house has been a member for 21 months. Thank you, Sam. Hello, is it me? Or is the mic not working properly? Seems to be picking up some static. Is the mic okay? Is it static? It might be you. Chat. Let me know if the mic's okay. Or is it Sam? Is it me? Or is it Sam? Is it my fault? I'm not. Maybe I touched the thing. I shouldn't touch the thing. Are we okay? Hello. Go for it painting. Hello, Banjakao. Talky Tuesday, take 2, or Electric Boogaloo. I know, Friendly Neighborhood Inquisitor, you were in the last one before someone came in. It was a spooky ghost. You seen that South Park episode where Randy has all the internet? Spooky ghost. Mic sounds okay here. Mr. Potato Butt says the mic sounds okay, so maybe it's just you, Sam. It's not you, it's me. Or it's not me, it's you. So yeah, rocking the Dark Tide. No one's in the chat apparently played Dark Tide at all. Well, I could, like 10 out of 10, must bang, would recommend it. What do you mean you might be lying? I'm trying to, we're trying to do a professional stream here, Mr. Potato, but you can't say things like that. Mid-stream, mid-flow, say it's okay, then it's not okay. It's like someone handing you a plate of bourbon biscuits with a couple of custard creams on top, and you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting a plate of bourbon biscuits. You got your brew, you're sitting down with your Winter's SEO merch and your Winter's SEO mug, and someone comes up to you and gives you a plate of bourbons and custard creams. You're like, get in there, mate. Thank you. You, sir, are a true friend. And then you pull the plate back. You can't say, the mic is a bit quiet, but it's okay. You can say that. I'm a potato. You can't trust me. I can trust potatoes. Why can't I trust potatoes? Potatoes I've found are often very trustworthy. You can boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Dark Tide is only new for Xbox, is it? PC Gamers, yeah. PC Gamers smashed it for a while back. I'm not part of the master race. So, I mean, this PC it's a laptop, can edit battle reports, and it can do a few other things as well. But I don't know what those things are because I dare not press those buttons. I know that every now and then Windows says, hey, has a thing here, and I'm forever baseball bat smacking Windows back in the box saying, I don't want all these Windows things. And every now and then Windows tries to offer me something called Windows 10 or 11 or whatever the new one is. And I'm like, no, get back in the box. But Windows keeps doing it. It's like you have Google. Everyone's got Google. And then every now and then Windows Explorer pops up and just sort of buries Google in the background somewhere. And then I'm all a kerfuffle then. Because on the Google, you've got all your tabs along the top. So I open the Google, click on Element Games, boom, Element Games. Open up Google, click on YouTube, boom, YouTube. It's all there along the top. And then every now and then Windows goes, hey, here's Explorer. And I don't want to explore with you. We don't have a relationship. I don't know why you keep coming back to the house. I've told you once before, it's over. Don't try, you know? But it does that. It's nosy. It keeps coming round. Sometimes it dresses up nice, puts on extra hair and makeup and a lovely dress or something like that. But I say, even if the please is really pretty, the physical appearance of the please doesn't mean the answer is suddenly going to be yes, you know? Ah, dear. How do I like the new progressions? It's a bit static, but nothing major. So there is a bit of crackly stuff. There is a little bit. I don't know why there's crackly stuff. I'll have to check out the stream after the stream is done and see. Maybe it's that thing. See, I'll start pressing stuff now and it'll break again. Friendly Neighborhood Inquisitor's been a member for 11 months. You legend, sailing with the fleet, the 13th fleet, for a whole 11 months. I hear you secretly have a Craft World army hidden in your basement. He's a potato. Don't trust him. No, that's Mr. Potato, but you're the Friendly Neighborhood Inquisitor. You're an Inquisitor. Definitely don't trust you. Is that an accusation, Inquisitor? I firmly deny the Craft World Eldar accusations and praise the Emperor. I pray the Ogren and he feels like he's moving through 3 feet of mud. I love the production quality, but it needs more levels or more dynamic missions. Didn't Luton do a video recently about the thing? Luton did one saying it needs to move. Watch Luton's video on Darktide. Agree with him 100%, as I do in most things. Yeah, he's not wrong. But I'm still in the honeymoon phase with Darktide right now, and it's just very Moorish. Getting the new weapons, screaming for the Emperor, swinging a chainsaw around. It's lovely. So I haven't been doing much 40k. Instead, I've been doing Darktide, which is 40k. Yeah, all the, these guys have been sat on my painting desk for about 3 weeks now. Normally they'll be done. I'm pretty obsessive when it comes to painting, and once I start something, keep going till it's done. But Darktide is sort of whack that for 6. Banjakau has been a member for 6 months. Thank you. Tier 3 legend. Serious question: what computery stuff and things do you use to edit your videos? I'd like to give it a go myself, but don't know how to start. Right. Okay. Good question. So computery things that I used. She bought me a camera once to actually film the battle reports on, but I had too many buttons on and I broke one of the battle reports. So I stopped using that, went back to my phone. So you need a phone. I would say a good phone, but all phones these days are good and they can film better than I can see. I mean, when I'm painting, Simply Warhammer, Andy from Simply Warhammer was around here a few months ago, and I was like, and the painting, and like, I find it really, and he said, no, what you want to get is a pair of those cheap reading glasses from Asda, you know, like the $1.99 ones you get. So I got myself a pair of cheap reading glasses from Asda, and this is for painting with. Do I look intelligent? I can't see anything now. I can see that now, but anything a bit further away than that, I can't see. Look at that. Clark Kent, Superman, lawyer, idiot, nuclear scientist, great big bell end. Yeah, the glasses make me start smart. So I used, and then the software on the PC is the free stuff that you get from Windows after I just slagged off Windows. Now, having said all that, there are a lot of content creators, and all of them, well, there's a couple of exceptions, but most of them use good camera equipment, and they use Adobe Pro, which I think is a monthly subscription to do all your editing things. And that has got loads of technical stuff on, so you can mix and you can blend and you can do the things You know what I mean? It's got all the things on that you'd ever want it to do, Adobe Pro. But yeah, I mainly edit while I'm filming anyway, or self-edit while I'm filming, as anyone knows in the chat who has been around, like Monkey and Chewy's here as well. Hi peeps, hi Chewy. They'll know if they come around that there's a lot of self-editing that goes. But basically, camera phone, the cheap software, smash it all together. It works. I wouldn't recommend that though. I think I've been getting away with it for far too long. I mean, most people use proper thumbnails like Sultan from Sultan Plays, lovely thumbnails. I take a picture, and then Sultan, last time I took a picture, I was like, click, here's the thing, this is a really good image. He said you should edit that on Photoshop. Now I've heard of Photoshop, and I know you can edit stuff on there, and I'm sure it's a marvelous piece of kit. And that's all I want to say about that. So that's where you start. Just get it up on the internet. Start putting your stuff out there. What I would recommend is very, very good lighting. So the lighting next door is super bright. And then you've got the side box lights to wash out the shadows. And I've recently just replaced all the lighting next door because it wasn't as super bright. After about 10,000 hours, even LEDs start to fade off. So you need really super bright lighting and a well-insulated room so it picks up all the sounds and doesn't pick up anything outside. I'm a big fan of Sultan too. He is great. Content doesn't need to be all singing and dancing to be good. No, I think you're right, but it would help. If there was some singing and dancing, I think it would help a little bit of a technical know-how and some special effects and explosions and things. It would look a lot better maybe, but I don't know how to do any of that. So I do me. I do me as well as I can, which isn't very well, but at least I try. Dear, it doesn't sound like the mic in front of you is the device being used. Sounds like a background mic. Oh bugger, is that actually happening? So 1 minute. Let's see, I might be able to do this while it's running. How do you go to settings? This is going to be an interesting thing for all of us. If I'm over here, yeah, look, over here it still picks me up. This is it the old lap? It might be the old laptop mic again, Monkey. Yes, because me, Monkey, and a few of the boys sometimes play a bit of the Warzone. So if I open this and I go in there, desktop, right, how do you find your microphone? How do you find the microphone? Desktop. Is it in desktop? This PC. Is it this PC? This PC. Guys, I need some help here. Music, downloads, documents, desktop. No, it's not going to be in there, is it? Devices. What do you mean devices? You can't just scream at me devices. Devices. I'm sure there's like a settings thing you can go to. There's settings. There's settings. Right. System, devices, Bluetooth and other devices. I'm going to click on that. Doesn't help. Touchpad, typing, autoplay, print, Bluetooth and other devices. Audio. Audio. That doesn't help. Audio. Go system. What do you mean go system? Bottom right corner. Right, 1 minute. Bottom right corner. There's speakers. There's internet access. There's fully charged. There's CBS Studios is using your microphone. Right. Okay. My PC settings, microphone, smash the pie. Allow access to your microphone on. What happens if I turn that off? That's probably a bad idea. Microphone. Microphone access for this. Allow microphone access for this. Change. No. Microphone. This is exciting, isn't it? Microphone, click, microphone. No, that's not working. If an app is using your microphone, you see this icon. Allow access to the application microphone. No. I don't know how to change the microphone. It says allow apps to access, and if I change that microphone, then it'll probably come through. I think Monkey is right. It might be worth checking in your OBS settings. Is this OBS? Okay, go on start, settings, devices, then change default input mic wire. Okay, settings. This is useful, Rob. Right, thank you, Rob. Go to settings, yes. Devices, click. Then change the default input user to mic A. Again, so see, this is the thing. I go to settings, I go to devices, go start settings, devices, then change the default. I don't know what you mean by that. Audio, what? Sound settings, devices and printers, sound display, Bluetooth, pen. Right click on the speaker in the task. I will try this one. Right click on the speaker in the taskbar. Yes. Sound settings. There you can select the input device. Sounds, troubleshoot, sounds. It doesn't say anything about input device. I've right clicked on the speaker thing. Right click on that. No. Right click on that. No. Right click on that. Sounds? No, that doesn't, no. Go, right click, sound settings, menu pops up. You say that, I right click on the thing, it says troubleshoot problems, open network settings. I right click on the microphone, it says open sound settings, open volume mixer, spatial sounds, troubleshoot and problems. It doesn't, mic doesn't click up. There is a mic. I click on that and right click and nothing happens. Click on the left click, it comes to the thing, allow access to your microphone, but it doesn't show me any other microphones. Why doesn't it say, here are a bunch of different microphones and the things that you can do the things with the things? It doesn't say that. It's like, right, what we're going to do, what? Just having, yes, I'm having audio issues, Jordan Dean, yes. Remind me of the first stream when you accidentally started the stream while Lynn was showing you how to do it all. Yes. Go on start, then type microphone. Go on start, then type. Okay, 1 minute. Start. Right. Go on start. Fucking mouse. Get over there. Microphone. Microphone setup, system settings. Boom. Okay. Right. We're in. That was useful. Microphone setup is here. Microphone gets right. What we've got is speech. We've got microphone. We've got that's it. It says speech, English, microphone gets started, voices, voice speed, manage voices. Why is there stuff about voices in the microphone? Why isn't there a thing that says, did you know that your microphone is screwed and you need to put the other microphone in the microphone? Go to speech. You want me to go to speech? It says speech language. And select T. It says speech language. Is that no? Praise be to the Omnissiah as the name of this stream and a right new strap. What you? Everybody calm down. Everybody just calm down for a moment. I'm in microphone. It says speech language. Where do I go from there? Speech language. Speech language. Do I English United Kingdom? That's the thing. Recognize non-native accents for this language. I don't know why. Set up your mic speech recognition. Get started. Voices. Choose a voice. Microsoft George. Who's George? Right click sound icon at the bottom of the right of screen. Click on volume mixer. If Windows 10, a menu will pop. I right clicked on the sound icon. I've right clicked. Look, I'm right clicking it. Menu pops up and it says open sound settings, open volume mixer, spatial sound off, sounds, troubleshooting problems. Nothing about mic. STP settings toggle. Perhaps your account isn't on admin rights. In such case, Windows can hide a few options. Why would it hide for a microphone? Why would Windows do that? Windows is always coming on the laptop. It's coming at me at times when I don't want it to come at me, offering me things and telling me to do things, and I don't want to do any of the things. Sometimes put an Explorer on instead of the Google and things like that, and I'm like, go away. But now all of a sudden, what if, is there another, if I pull that out of there, put that into the, no, just make sure the PC, of course it's connected to the PC. Who'd be stupid enough to start doing a live stream without connecting the thing? Look, this was connected to the PC. It's now connected back into the PC. By the way, that's a good test. Can you even hear me now this is out? I pulled the, look, here's the microphone. No microphone. Can you still hear me? Now the sound has changed. What? It worked. What do you mean it worked? I've unplugged the microphone. What do you mean it's working? What kind of witchcraft is this? You can still hear me. It's still, right, I'm going to get rid of that. Microphone over there. Microphone is gone for the evening. Okay. Okay. Microphone. Is this clear? Plug it. What do you mean plug it back in? When you plugged in the microphone, it started using that one. Did it? You know, they say one day AI and computers will take over the world. I don't think they will, you know, because they're not very smart. They don't even know if a microphone is plugged in or not. So I'm going to plug this back in. We enjoyed the absolute, right, okay. We'll try this one more time. I'm plugging the microphone in. Is it getting hot in here? Is everyone else a bit flat? Right, I'm plugging it in. Now, testing, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to say that after I plug it back in again. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say that again. And then you let me know whether that is better than that. Are you ready? Okay. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Praise be the Omnissiah. Please hear my prayer. Is this a lot better than it was? Is this better now? Is this better now? We're back with good quality mic. It works much better. Much better, much better. I'm gonna have to open the window a little bit. I'm a bit hot. I've got my gym jams underneath. Don't judge me. Look, gym jams. It's getting a bit sweaty and flustered. Winter's Wizardry. Thank you, Jink. Jens Mueller. So we're okay. So 33 minutes into the stream that I had to restart because I screwed up the previous screen by pressing buttons. Finally, the mic is working. Ah, dear. You know, honestly, it would be useful if, one, I didn't press all the buttons that I shouldn't press. I agree. 2, if I had opposable thumbs and could actually plug things in. And 3, you call me out before 34 minutes into the stream. Like, Sam Nash was the first person to call me out like at least 30 seconds ago, because I think we sorted this out in about 30 seconds. But if you could do it before the half-hour mark next time, when the sound is a bit screwed. Being an influencer is hard. Am I an influencer? I feel like I influence shit. I feel more like that I'm a person just hobbying and putting his hobby all over the internet. It's way better, is it? But thank you for your help. Thank you for all the people saying click on this and do the thing and do the... Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks. That's what I call teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. There is no I in team, but there is I in pie. Meat pie. And meat is an anagram of team. There we go. And I like pie. You've definitely influenced me to be a better wargamer. Oh, thank you. I think the best kind of wargamers are those that make tea for their opponent and don't really care whether their army reaps a glorious victory or not. The best kind of wargamers are the ones that just the best games are the ones where your opponent has amazing fun. And if you're in a room and your opponent is really enjoying themselves and having amazing fun, then your game is better. And if you're in a room or a tournament or wherever you might be, your local club, and your opponent across the table doesn't speak to you very much and isn't having much fun at all, those games kind of suck, right? So to be a better wargamer, just try and help your opponents have as much fun as possible. So we're good now. That's a nice mug. I know, man. I said at the earlier stream, Jink, thanks for joining us. We managed to shift 2 more items of merch in between this live stream and the last live stream. So thank you very much to everyone who bought a mug. There's 30 of these out in the wild now. Thank you. Please rematch that Brass Scorpion, guys, so we can see that model again. I do plan, if you aren't in the chat and if you are watching this afterwards, that battle report against the World Eaters went down. I was really sad that we didn't get to see the Brass Scorpion in close combat, but also really pleased that I didn't get to see the Brass Scorpion in close combat with it, because it would have killed everything. But yeah, that was a really good battle report. That one went down really well. I need to get Plant back on the channel. I'll actually write that down. That is a good suggestion. I think a rematch is in order. Maybe at 2,000 points, because that one was like 2,500 points, because I said, bring both of them. Bring the big one and the other big one. Bring both big ones. I want 2 big ones. I want 2 big ones at the same time. Who doesn't want 2 big ones at the same time? Sometimes you just get 1 big one, but sometimes it's better to play with 2 big ones, you know? Plant. I'm writing it down. Play again. I'm going to stick it with all the other stickies there. The last one, that one, Den of Imagination, I did that video. That one's coming up on Thursday. Ah, dear, got some stuff from Den. And the Starlock, their game. Pimp their game. I pimped their game with the thing. I have one of those mugs. You influenced me to buy one. Okay, maybe I am an influencer. Thanks for getting a mug. What have been your best matches where everyone was having best fun? My best, actually, it's hard to remember because I do so many. But you know the Hobby Apocalypse ones that happen like once a year, and there's Monkey, Stylus, Brapscallion, and Sultan in the room, and I'm not playing, and I'm just filming. They're long days, and it happens in the middle of summer, and we're all sweltering and melting and things like that. But 5 lads in a room, rolling dice, taking the piss out of each other, mainly taking the piss out of Stylus, and trying to 3 people trying to gang up on one, and then the next battle round, those 3 people are trying to gang up on another one. 5 people in a room, rolling dice, and me just narrating the whole thing. And those are great fun. I really enjoyed the Hobby Apocalypse ones. It's fun at the time, it's fun in the edit, and it's fun reading all the comments for the Hobby Apocalypse videos afterwards. You know the Hobby Apocalypse videos? Did anyone watch the Hobby Apocalypse videos? You know, like the last 4-way that we did with Winter's Wormhole in the middle. Did anyone watch that one? That was really good fun. I enjoy doing them. Hopefully we get to do another one next year. Love you too, Gene Batath. Anyone watch them? They're good. See, this time, at the last Hobby Apocalypse one, we've done 3 now, and Stylus lost every single one of them. I don't think he wants to do the next one. I'm not sure if this is something I should share online. But damn it, it's out there now. I think he's like 3 and done. He is married with children and has got major responsibilities and things like that. Or he's a bit salty. It's one or the other. Not sure. But I'm sure with enough persuasion, we can make him do a 4th one. The 4-way was great. 4-way is always good. I'm doing fine. Thanks, Caps Boy. I'm doing very fine. Mainly playing Darktide. Not doing much painting. Still playing, of course. Playing my ass off. Love 40k. Love Horus Heresy. Playing. I went for a walk today. My feet touched grass. I did tread in some shit. That's what happens when your feet touch grass. You've got to be careful outside because there's sharks and tornadoes out there and things. But I went out. I left the house. First time in... I went out on... Where's on the calendar? Grey Night came on Friday. Did I go out on Friday? No, Thursday. Friday. Friday was the last time I went out. What day is it today? Tuesday. It's not good. Not good. Need to get out more. Sometimes go to the garage, because in the garage she's got like the running thing and some like torture device and hanging things to, hang salespeople and stuff, to hanging things. And there's another machine. There's things in there. She calls it the gym. I call it the garage. Mind you, I call the room next door the studio, and she calls it the toy soldier room. So I went in there today, and I do some of the stretchy things. You got to watch out for the sharks. Exactly. You go outside, there's sharks out there, giraffes, pandas, screw pandas. I see a panda, give them 2 black eyes. Screw pandas. I'm not a fan of pandas. Anyone a fan of pandas? I'm not a fan of pandas. And they're drunk all the time. All the bamboo they eat, it gestates and it ferments in their stomach. They're drunk all the time. And have you or can you release the rules for the Hobbypocalypse games? Would be great fun to play with my own mates. I haven't. Can I? Probably. But where would I put them? So there are some rules for some of the games that I've played in the Discord, and to get an access to the Winters SEO Discord, you need to become at least a tier 2 channel member. But I'd recommend becoming a tier 3 channel member, because that also unlocks an extra battle report every single Winters Wednesday. There's a kid outside revving. Can anyone else hear that? That little moped outside. Is this microphone picking that up? Like, anyone else got that? Anyone else picking that up? Does the microphone pick that up? Because the kid outside, right, he bought himself a lawnmower a couple of months ago now, and he's the coolest kid in the street, revving it up. You can't hear it. He's the coolest kid in the street, obviously. Lawnmower guy. Normally, when you're on a really important turn, and it's turn 3, and here we go for the dice roll. It's beginning to do my nutting a little bit, actually. But more than that, I'd really like a lawnmower to ride around as well, and she won't let me get more. What are your thoughts on Dark Angels? I'm trying to build an Iron Wing list. I like Dark Angels very, very much. Yes, I like Dark Angels. They are one of my favorite legions. They are one of my favorite chapters. They have a rich and complicated history. Cypher is a G, the Lion is a G, Zahariel. There's lots of interesting characters in there. The fact that they have screwed over the Inquisition and screwed over other chapters from time to time is nice. Instead of the black and white of the 40, there's a lot of grey in there. The Fallen and now the Risen. I like them. If I was doing a Dark Angels list from turn 1, from fresh with nothing at all, I think I'd probably go with a lot of Terminators, and because Deathwing. And if you're doing Iron Wing, just add some tanks. Add a chunk of tanks. Orcs is the second best. Orcs is fun too. Like the Orcs. Who doesn't like Orcs? Is great fun. Did play with Orcs recently and had a really good game against Mordy and John on. Anyway, that one I did. That was really good. Slowly chugging along on an Ender Swarm. I see. Yeah, you got the new gaunts, but it's a lot. The way, I don't know. Have you started painting them yet, Yoad Ganon? What you want to do with your Tyranids. With Jim Jams, get your friendly neighborhood Tyranid. And your Wraith Bone spray. Get 10 of these on a board. Spray them with your Wraith Bone. Right? And then wash all the flesh in Seraphim Sepia, and then pick out the carapace and the claws and stuff like that. Done. And then do the base. Speed painting Necrons 101. Not Necrons. Speed painting Tyranids 101. Let the wash do all the heavy work for you, and then it'll look like that. So I haven't shaded any of I love the head on this, by the way. It looks like an old man head. You know, these are the stripes of hair down the right and left, doesn't it? It looks like he's got, you know, like a bald old man. Anyway, yeah, I haven't done any shading on the legs and things. That's just wraith. Well, that focused for a moment. Did you see that? How do people make it focus? Focus. Omnissiah, hear my prayer. Hello, Siri. I would like you to turn on the second cogitator from the left, Siri, and then activate the coolant system. Hear my prayer. And then Siri does it when they're praying. Yeah, so, I mean, it's, yeah. Anyway, let the wash do the work for you. Who asked about that? Slowly chugging. John, I'm painting 5 gaunts per one big bud to spread it out. Yeah, I'm airbrushing carapace, one colour, skin colour, then just one overall wash. Okay. Right, the delay up there, by the way, between what I'm seeing here and there is amazing. What is going on with YouTube tonight? Which army of you... I mean, between you asking a question, it must be really frustrating watching live streams, because between you asking me a question, me actually reading the question, and then responding to you, there's like... It'd take light to travel to Pluto before... Quicker for light to... Which army of yours we haven't seen in 10th edition that we like to see next? Grey Knights overdue. Be interested to see them against Stylus' Sons. Sons are tough this edition. I haven't done my Chaos Knights. I haven't done... Grey Knights. I haven't done Admech. There's another one I haven't done. I did do Custodes. Admech and Grey Knights, I need to start playing them. See, the thing is, my narrative bunny in me, like Grey Knights, I could whip them out against Space Marines and against the Orcs and against the Tyranids and against the... But the narrative bunny in me, every time I play Grey Knights against an army that hasn't at least got one demon in it, a bit of chaos with a demon in it, or all demons in it, a bit of my brain goes, I mean, Sam Nash was in the chat earlier on, and he got the highest score. He came 40th in the LVO, so he's like the highest placed Grey Knight, with Grey Knights, highest placed Grey Knight player in Britain right now in the tournament scene and stuff. And I couldn't do that because maybe I should. I like playing Grey Knights. I like movement warfare, and I like the SAS side of things. I like the fact that they're like the specialists of the specialists. But I need to break them out. Yeah, Grey Knights. Grey Knights, I should break them out. I will start playing them at some point. Who am I playing next? I've got Andy Taylor on Saturday. Dark Angels Chris on Sunday. Stylus next week. And you mentioned Stylus. Maybe I could warm them up against Andy and Chris. And then when Stylus turns up, Stylus is bound to turn up with a demon because he's gone all demony. And then break the Grey Knights out. Yeah. The model needs to reflect off more light focus. Where are we? Currently painting aggressors. Would love to see you try some Custodes in Horus Heresy. Yes. I've added some Custodes in Horus Heresy to some of the armies. I haven't got a full 3,000 point Horus Heresy Custodes army yet. I've got... Come here, you! Yeah. Like, Faldor is I need to bend his arm. I need to get the boiling water on the thing because, you know, resin, it bends a little bit. But that's Constantine Valdor. Chuck him in with my Custodes. 3,000 points right there. And then when I've got a full 3,000 points Custodes force, you'll see them like 3 or 4 times. In the meantime, they might pop up in a battle report as an allied detachment, like a shield captain with some dudes. I did one which is in the members channel. I mean, there was the Raven Guard one that came out recently, but the previous Horus Heresy battle report before that, no, it wasn't the members one. The Raven Guard came out recently, Horus Heresy one for everyone on YouTube. But the previous Horus Heresy battle report that I did was in members, and that's got an allied detachment of Custodes in. So you might see little things like that until I get a 3,000 point on its own. But I'm not touching the Custodes till I finish the Raven Guard. I've got 10 more Dathan to do. The Deredeo is going in the Raven Guard. And the Contemptor with the Raven Guard body in it is going in the Raven Guard as well. And then I'm done, except for maybe a couple of characters. I need a Jump, Apothecary, and I'm almost there with the Raven Guard. And if it wasn't for Darktide, I'd have smashed the Raven Guard by now. And I'd definitely be on the Custodes. I did that video, my entire Horus Heresy collection so far. And in it I said, this is where I am. This is what I need to do. This is where I get to. And give me a little bit. And I'll be there. Talking about Heresy, super excited. Valdor, or as I call him, Henry Cavill. Yes, man. Any chance we'll get a third season of Necromunda? Weasel, I would love to film a third season of Necromunda. That's someone earlier asked, like, what's your favourite games and things? Honestly, some of my most favourite games recently have been filming stuff with other people in the room because it's just such a great atmosphere. And I'd love to do a third one, but that's down to the boys to do it. Winter Wizard, £5 donation, first donation of the evening. Awesome. Thank you so much, Winter Wizard. Great to see you at King No Much of Winters. Great to see you there. Looking forward to seeing you in December to do the battle thing. Hey Winters, on the subject of Tyranids, my fave models are the Flesh Cape Death Leaper and the Floaty Testicle. What's yours? The Flesh Cape Death Leaper is awesome. So awesome, in fact, that I asked Sultan to paint him, and he did. And he did a video, so check out Sultan Plays YouTube channel. The Death Leaper model he did it for me. How kind is Sultan? He turned around to me and said, dude, can I paint something for you? I was like, no, I'm fine. I've got loads of stuff. I'm doing this and doing that. You got none. And he said, no, I insist. I want to paint something for you. You've been such a kind and generous friend all these years. You're so good looking, he said to me. So wise. One of the good things about being so old is the appreciation that the youth gives you for all your wisdom and knowledge, your hard-earned stuff over the years. So he was like, you're so wise. You're so humble, very humble, so good looking, and you're such a kind, charitable man. And I want to give something back, Winters. I want to give something back. And I said, no, Sultan, get back in your cage. It's fine. Don't get out again. Eat your Jaffa cakes. Don't start throwing them at the dog. And he said, no, I need to. So I opened up the lid of the box and put the Death Leaper in, and he painted it up, and it's on his channel. That was really good. My favorite Tyranid model is not the Floaty Testicle, though. The Death Leaper is up there. Favorite favorite Tyranid model. That's a tough one because I like the range. I like the look of it. I like chunky creatures. I like chunky creatures, and I cannot lie. The Screamer Killer's nice, the T-Fexes are nice, the Exocrines are nice, the Trigons are nice. I like big bugs, and I cannot lie. Them, any big bug, you put a big bug in front of me and I'll be like, ooh, she's a big bug. Like that one. Big bugs. Sasha Fee, member for 4 months, tier 2, you are classy. Thank you so much. You and Leaky Cheese are the reason I discovered to play Horus Heresy. I just want to say a sincere thank you. No, thank you. Thank you for being a tier 2 channel member all this time. You know what, Sasha? I don't mean to pressure you here, but if you became a tier 3 channel member, then that would unlock an extra battle report every single Winter's Wednesday. And if you like Horus Heresy, I think you can. There's a lot of Horus. There's lots of Horus Heresy battle reports in the members thing. What's the smell? Sniff. What? Scream it. What? Will you create a tutorial on how you paint your Raven Guard? They look beautiful, and I like to collect Legion myself, but painting an entire army, yeah. So I get asked this a few times. Will I do a tutorial on the Raven Guard? I'm putting that up because I've been asked that a few times. Raven Guard tutorial. I will get round to doing a tutorial on how I painted the Raven Guard, but I don't know if I've mentioned it already this evening. Darktide is in the way right now, so I need to smash the shit out of that game until I can't play it. Here's the thing, true story this. Those Milky Way mini rolls that you get, and they come in a packet, and there's, the Americans won't know, but the Brits, bear with me here. A packet of 2, like a Twix, but tiny. And they're like Milky Way mini rolls. They're chocolate with crispy on the inside, and then on the inside got a little bit of Milky Way marshmallow running through it, and they look like 2 straws. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? The Milky Way crispy rolls, the Milky Way crispy rolls. Anyway, when I discovered them when they were first released, I loved them. So, and I couldn't stop eating them, and I knew it was a problem. So what I did was I bought an old box of them once. Yup, see, Liam T knows what I'm talking about. I bought a whole box of them once and kept going and going and going and going and going and going until I couldn't go anymore. And now I can't touch them. And that's what you need to do. I'm so obsessive when it comes to hobby things. Like, I am balls deep in Dark Tide right now. But once I'm through with that, and I will be, then I'll finish off the Raven Guard. And I do plan on making a Raven Guard painting tutorial once I've got the technique down, which will be after I finish painting them. And then that'll go up on the channel. Here's how I painted my Raven Guard. The thing about tutorial videos that I do is they take a lot of work, and well, not a lot of work, but they take more work than About Report, and they get a lot less views. So I just got to do it for the love of it. I've got to do it for the hobby of it. I've got to do it to show the community, hey, this is what I did. So a lot of my tutorial videos, all of them are like how to cheat. Stippling technique. This is how you cheat. Or what's the last one I did? Like bases on my Death Guard, or the Necron one I did. Like, this is how I cheat Necrons. Boom. So yeah, they're for the community. They're like, you can cheat too. The Raven Guard are very cheaty. It's basically slap chop. And when I do the Raven Guard tutorial video, what I do need to do at the very start of it and say, if you want to watch a video on how to paint Raven Guard properly, go check out Someplace, because he just did one and it's very good. He did a good job there. And I was watching his how to paint Raven Guard video going, damn, son, that's how I should have done my Raven Guard. But edge highlighting, I mentioned the glasses earlier on. $1.99 from Asda, because my eyes are so... And this helps me with the fine detail, but I can't really edge highlight anymore. My eyes are old, yo. Wise. Which is why I get all the compliments from the younger generation about being so old and wise. Like a fine wine, smelly cheese. Yeah. So I cheat. There's lots of cheating. And I need to do a video on how to cheat on the Raven Guard really quickly. I'll tell you what also helps. Something that I didn't realise, well, I did realise, but something I didn't try myself before I did the Necrons is resin bases. You need to get yourself Jim Jams. You need to get yourself a big pile of lovely resin bases. You can get them from Den of Imagination, or you can get them from marchofwar.co.uk. I don't know if Den sell the bases on their own. They might, but I have to mention Den first, because they are officially my sponsor and help me out and stuff. But when I've got stuff from them, they come on their bases. Do they sell their bases separately? I don't know. I know marchofwar.co.uk sell their bases separately, and they're awesome. So I would get a pile of resin bases, because if you get some really cool bases, it forgives so much. Like, for example, there's going to be some gingers out there watching this, and we all feel sorry for you. But if you had like a Ferrari, maybe not Ferrari because of the bright red, if you had a Lamborghini or a Bugatti or something like that, it doesn't, it takes the edge off. If you're like walking down the street and you're a ginger and the sun is burning you because you're from a different planet, like Superman, the Superman gets stronger from the sun. Gingers, the sunlight, it burns them because they're here to take over the world. That's why they have no souls. The way to take the edge off of that and to disguise yourself and to look pretty cool, which is impossible if you've got a flaming red carrot top on your head, is get yourself a Bugatti Veyron, only a few million quid, and it'll be fine, right? So, and bases are like that. Bases are like Lamborghinis for gingers. You need to do that for your painting standard, and then it'll improve your painting game, no end. So, I do love Ginger's stuff. See, Addy H, careful, wink. The last time, you see, you've got to be very careful on the internet these days. You can't say loads of things, and you can't even, like Ginger's, jokes and stuff. You've got to be very careful with all the things that you say. People get very upset these days. I'm so old. I'm used to people getting upset all the time, but these days, no one's allowed to get upset about anything ever. I mean, I got really upset, so upset with those Milky Way crispy rolls that I had to shove my face in them until I felt sick, and then I wasn't upset that I loved them so much. Ah, dear. I struggle painting any pre-modeled bases on miniatures. Yeah, some people love them, some people hate them. I think if you want to paint, then obviously you want the normal base. If you're a painter, then you want the normal bases, and you want to build and design your own bases and do your own thing. I think if you're someone who wants to collect an army and get an army painted up to code quite quickly, then speed painting is definitely the way. And having really good bases also helps an awful lot, because it makes your army, just full resin bases make your army look better. So, yeah. I always paint my bases and minis separate. So, that's the thing. Like, I used to, you paint your bases and your minis separate. Back in the day, when I didn't have resin bases, I glued them on the thing, and then I did the sterling mud and a couple of rocks. Again, there's another tutorial on the channel, like how to quickly do bases. And it's like 8 years old, and it's a sterling mud tutorial that I did way back in the old house. Like gluing bits of rock on there and a bit of sterling mud and dry brush. Again, cheaty, how to cheat bases really quickly. I did that one, and that's when I used to paint my miniatures, like spend ages getting them done. But since the YouTube channel happened, and I wanted to play with more stuff, and people kept asking, because when the YouTube channel started, I had Space Marines and AdMech. I had 2 armies. That's like nearly 10 years ago now. 9 years ago, I had 2 armies. That was it. And AdMech had only just come out. And now I've got like 10, 12, I don't know. I run out of counting. But now, when I did the Necron project, for example, I just wanted to play with them. I wanted to get them out. I wanted to get them into the wild as soon as I could, and play with them as soon as I could, and make videos with them as soon as I could, and torture Sultan with them as soon as I could, with different builds and different stuff and different. I wanted to do that. So the resin basis really takes the edge off. And the same with the Horus Heresy stuff that I've done. Like I smashed out 5,000 points of Emperor's Children, smashed out loads of points of Raven Guard, and doing resin. So now I paint them separately. I'll paint them like that, and then these bases for these guys are done already. See, there's the base. So paint it a dark brown, and then dry brush a light brown. It's all dry brush, and then dry brush grey, dry brush white, and put some flock on there. And then when he's done, he'll get stuck on that. But if you look at the 13th, and if you look at the AdMech, and if you look at the Grey Knights, actually I didn't feel the Grey Knights for a while. If you look at them, because they were done on the bases, the dry brushing, the muddy effect goes up the legs, goes up the thing, goes up. It gets up them quite a bit from the base, because it was all done together at the same time. But now, boom, boom, and it makes it look. I think they look lovely. Are you looking forward to the End and the Death Volume 2? Mate, I cannot wait. I've read the End of the Death once. I have listened to it twice, and I'm currently sort of on and off listening to it for the 3rd time. It's on my phone there. I'm thinking about 13 hours into it. It is great painting material, and I'm so looking forward to the End of the Death Volume 2. OMG. and volume 3 and volume 7. I hope it never ends. I hope we just keep going and going. We're trapped in the endless now. The clocks have ran out. Trapped in the endless now. You know what happened there. It's like Dan Abnett's like, I can't stop writing to the editor. And they were like, keep writing, Dan. It's like, I can't stop writing. Keep writing, Dan. And then 6 months in, a year in, they were like, Dan, we're going to need some stuff. He said, yeah, but I've got to tie up this and I've got to do that. Dan, we need some stuff. So Dan gave it to the editor, and the editor looked at it and went, keep writing, Dan. Don't stop writing. We'll make 2 books out of it. And then when they launched, it's going to be The End of Death, volume 1 and volume 2. The editors have got together volume 2, and they're like, okay, this is the good. We're getting there. We're getting there. Dan, are you ready? Are you ready, Dan? Dan said, yeah, I'm ready. I'm done. And they read volume 2, and they were like, just keep writing, Dan. And now he's on volume 3, so hopefully it goes to volume 4. How do they hang Titans? Well, they didn't hang Titans from the Ultimate Wall. They're crucifying Titans along the Ultimate Wall. You know, the Ultimate Wall is the wall that divides the lower half from the upper half, just northwest of the Lion's Gate, because the lower plateau is a bit lower than the upper plateau. The Ultimate Wall is a mile high. When they say they're crucifying Titans along the Ultimate Wall, imagine this mile high. That's the one that they breached in Saturnine, is it? With the and the reactors, and then they're walking up the slope, and the Titans are falling over it. That one, I think it was Saturnine, the one with the plasma void shield things, and they blew them. It's a mile high. They're crucifying Titans along the Ultimate Wall. Yeah. How do they... I mean, it's Perturabo and his Iron Warriors, right? They can crucify anything. Yeah, they love a bit of JCB action. They did originally say it'd be a 2-parter, I know. But they're like, keep writing, Dan. Keep writing, Dan. We're going to make bank, yo. It's so good. It's so good. What's the End and the Death synopsis for someone not so familiar with that one? William Willis. There's something, I'm sure you're aware of the Horus Heresy. At the end of the Horus Heresy, there is a series of books called The Solar War. And the Solar War is the story of Horus's invasion of the solar system and the siege of the palace on Terra. So the first book is The Solar War, and it's 7, 8, 9. There's some short stories as well. It's a collection of stories which is the culmination of the Horus Heresy on Terra. So what is the End and the Death? It is the end of all things. It is the end and it is the last book in the Siege of Terra series, which has now been, it's now going to be 3 parts. It's one big book. It's going to be Lord of the Rings. It's Lord of the Rings for 40k fans. It's like, how did it all end? Like, I mean, like Titanic. We know the Titanic went down. You know how that ends. But how did it end? How did it really end? Was the Emperor floating around out there in the ocean for a while because she pushed him off the bookcase? And so he's in the ocean freezing to death when he could have got on the bookcase with her. There was room for 2. No more nails. Yeah, it's been awesome. So I've been smashing the Dark Tide. Thank you for everyone who's bought the merch. Death Guard are coming from Den of Imagination. I did the Chaos Knights video, and I'm looking forward to sharing the Death Guard with it. So I saw the pictures from them. It's going to be a couple of weeks since they turn up, and then maybe a week after that I'll find a slot in the schedule to actually film. Hey, look at this gorgeous commission. This is what they did, and show you my next new Horus Heresy army, which I haven't painted. They're painted. That's going to be epic. It seems like yesterday Horus Rising was released. I know. That's because time's speeding up. Has everyone else noticed how time is speeding up? Like, we're trapped in the Matrix, and that's why everything tastes like chicken. And time is speeding up because Neo's out there fighting away. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the Death Guard, and looking forward to sharing that with you. Need to do the Raven Guard video. That's up there. Need to talk to Plant. That's up there. Anyone else watch One Piece on Netflix? That is epic. Highly, as well as Dark Tide. 10 out of 10. Recommend One Piece. Some people are going absolutely batshit over it, think that One Piece is like the best thing ever. I think they're mainly anime fans, though. I don't think it's the best thing ever, but I definitely would give it a recommend. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I'd recommend it for a piece of good escapism, heroism stuff and things. Check out One Piece. It's like a 6-part thing on Netflix. Is it Netflix? Check out One Piece. That's really good fun. Is it epic scale? You're doing Legion Imperialis, right? I cannot confirm nor deny anything about Legion Imperialis until the embargo date is over. Please share your thoughts on the Orc Battle Force box. David Ribeiro, you're talking my language. Yesterday, Games Workshop released the 6 new Christmas boxes that, you know, every year they come out with the Christmas box set. And there's the World Eaters one with Exalted 8-Bound and Angron in it. I thought, oh my, that's a really good one. It's got Angron in it and it's in the Christmas box set. But the Orc one, the Smasher Stampede one, the Crusher, it looks awesome with the Orc kill rig and the big guy and the 10 Squigosaurs, and then the Orc box. I saw that and I thought, I want 2 of them. I want 2 of them, because then there's 2 kill rigs and you can make 1 kill rig the psychic kill rig and 1 kill rig the other one. The Orc Warboss and Squigosaur can be the named guy or the unnamed guy, so both of those models golden. You've got 10 Squig Riders in there, so instead you've got 20 Squig Riders in there. And then you've got all the chunky new, I think the Orc boxes, I like it. I do like it. I'm very tempted to get 2 of those Orc Battle Force box sets. Stick them aside on the shelf for a bit. Wait for all the other stuff to come back from Den of Imagination. And then send away my Orcs to Den of Imagination for them to add to. Because all the Orcs, Murphy's Wow, that you see on the channel was painted by Den of Imagination Painting Studios. I didn't paint them myself, those ones. So I can't really add to them, but I can send them 2 boxes of plastic crack and say, hey, Den, do that. And then they'll turn it around when they turn it around. One Piece is that pirate thing. Yes, it is. Horus Rising was April 06. My firstborn son was born that August. It's been 17 years. I'm still reading the same story. It is that good. It is that good, man. I'm very tempted by Angron. It goes well with the Vanguard box, yeah. Or Combat Patrol, rather. Yeah, the new... Yeah, whatever happened to the 13th Militarum? Yeah, so so I've got painted... The thing about the 13th Militarum is it's almost enough to field an army, almost. And it was enough to field an army. It was bang on enough to field an army. And then I could have done the drop trooper things with the flyer things and some tank. I got loads of Scions, loads of tanks, loads of Sentinels. Tanks, when I say tanks, Leman Russ, Sentinels, Scions, flyers. That was the force. And the idea is they fly and drop off the site and the tanks roll up. And then they released loads of new stuff. So, and then all the points went down. So I wasn't there, and there was loads of other things happening around the time where I got the 13th Militarum. So I genuinely got the 13th Militarum together with the intention of, right, now we're going to smash out some Imperial Guard battle reports. Now we're gonna focus on this and do the thing. But it turned up around the same time as, I forget when the actual army turned up. There was other things happening, other releases, and people bringing stuff around. And I remember it quite clearly at the time, like, okay, this is it. I'll get to that. And then I never got back to it. So now they kind of feature as extras in campaigns that I do. What I really need to do is add to them. Yeah. So right now, what happened? It's a sad tale. Got loads of them painted, loads of them ready to go, an army ready to go, looking forward to bringing them. And then they became another thing that I didn't do. It's sad. I'm so sad. Maybe I'll get back to them. Yeah. Hey, you guys, has there been any videos you couldn't post because your opponent turned nasty or got into a full-blown argument and stormed off? No one's ever got nasty. No one's ever got into a full-blown argument and stormed off. No. But there have been some videos that I didn't post. Yes. Yes, there have been. Because of cheating. And cheating, which I caught on camera. And I said, I can't put this on the internet. People will tear you up. And yeah. So one of them didn't appear because of that. And the other one, I spoke to I WhatsApped the guy, like, look, this is the thing. And at the time, playing the guy, I remember calling him out as well. There was a bit of an argument. I didn't call him out, but there was a bit of an argument about some movement going on, which is my fault, really, because I shouldn't have pulled away some stuff and moved some stuff without him. I could tell, when you play someone, you can tell. You can tell some people when you play them. You can tell. I can tell. And I got the sense. My spidey senses were tingling. And I was just treating like normal one and filming away and normal one and filming away and normal one and this and this happened there and this happened there. I'll move those models over there and no, you're wrong. I'm like, what? He said, no, it wasn't there. It was there. I was like, what? Footage. No. Oh. And I could tell, I got the sense from that. I was like, oh, okay. All right. Okay. And then in the edit, the first one I didn't bother contacting, but this guy in the edit is like, look, I can't hide a couple of these things here because then that, yeah. So I can put this out and you can defend yourself saying they were mistakes and things. Oh, I didn't mean to mean that. No. But the internet will roast you. And he said, no, I don't put them out. Well, actually, no, first he said, oh, can you send me some footage of it? So I did. And he went, oh, no, don't put it out. So that's happened. I haven't had any table flipping and people shouting and stuff like that. But I've had a couple of cheaty bastards, basically. And the camera picked it up. So I can't put that out. Does Sultan crying count? I love Sultan. I love it when he cries. Yeah. Anyway, loving the orcs. I think I try and make these live streams an hour. So this is your 5-minute warning, chat. This is your 5-minute warning. If you've got any more questions, suggestions, hints, tips and stuff, please let me know. We'll wrap this up. So, yeah. How about tier 5 membership? And they get a chance to come play a game with you. Yeah, you don't need to be tier 5 to come and play with me. You need to basically, if you're in the Discord and you're a member and you get in contact with me and we have a conversation. So people ask me all the time, how do I get to play with you? Back in the day, it was easier. These days, because people are asking me all the time, I can be a bit more picky. So I tend to play with people I know or people who are members in my Discord. A lot of the new people that you see haven't been on the channel before. I've either met at events or they've got their own YouTube stuff or they're members. And you get to know someone in the Discord anyway. So you don't need to be a tier 5. Just jump in the Discord. Become a tier 3 channel member. It'll unlock an extra battle report every single Winter's Wednesday and keeps the lights on and become a member of the 13th Fleet. You legend. And then send me some pictures and things. Would like to see some sisters on the channel. So would I. I just need to... I'm at the mercy of the people who come and play me. So I need someone who's got sisters to come and play me. Any hobby-related regrets? Yes, one big one. I've never been much of a hoarder. And so so all my Legos gone, all my Transformers gone, all my stuff from uni gone. Whenever I moved a house, gone. Whenever I've moved, and I moved quite a lot, I grew up my parents were in the military, so we used to move around all the time. And part of what was bred into me is if you're moving, then you're taking a certain amount with you, the rest gone. And that's something that I carried through into my adulthood. So I've been in this hobby since before there was 40k, and all the old stuff, gone. Rogue Trader, gone. OG Blood Bowl, gone. Chainsaw Warrior, gone. Dark Future, gone. OG Epic, gone. OG Adeptus Titanicus, gone. All my Cyberpunk stuff, all my D&D stuff, all my Talisman, gone. All the lead miniatures, except for a couple, gone. All my old White Dwarfs, gone. All the old codexes, gone. Do you realise how much money that shit is worth these days? That is a massive hobby regret. Had I known what I know now, had I known that, like a lot of you out there who are sitting on a pile of lead miniatures or some OG materials from the 80s, you're sitting on a gold mine, sit on that for longer, and when you hit retirement, sell it. It'll go for millions. Millions. Say Mordian John was here at the weekend, and he didn't bring his Mordian Iron Guard. He brought his Howling Griffin Space Marine chapter, but he's got Mordian Iron Guard. And each one of those lead Mordian Imperial Guardsmen, each one is like 15 quid on eBay now. And he's got like 100 of them. And when he plays his armies, like all these OG lead Mordians on the table. No, he uses Praetorians. He's called Mordian John, but it's Praetorians. Is it Praetorians? It is Praetorians. You know, the ones that look like the British from Rorke's Rift? Them. They're worth so much money now. Yeah, and he's got like over 100 of them. Yeah, never throw away your old toys. I know. Never throw away your old toys. You should keep all your stuff. Are you excited on behalf of Eldar possibly, potentially, maybe receiving a new Phoenix Lord? I am excited for all the miniatures all the time. So Eldar receiving a new Phoenix Lord, good. The new Striking Scorpions update, good. Some of the Tyrannid range, like the Gene Stealers and the stuff, some of those miniatures are old, so you can tell why they did the update, because they're old. And a lot of the Games Workshop old plastic stuff has gone. You know, they've legended a lot of stuff. They've Horus Heresied a lot of stuff, or said nah to a lot of stuff. There's a lot of Eldar. A lot of the Eldar range is really old now, like 25 years old. Something like Vipers are ancient. A lot of the Aspect Warriors are ancient, so it's good to see the Striking Scorpions getting some love. I can tell that some of the Eldar is going to have a bit of a refresh coming up, because some of those sculpts now, some of those molds now must be battered to all hell. Yeah, and the old molds, the difference between, like, the old molds had so much gaps, and the newer molds are dense and packed. Well, they're the same size, but they're packed. And if you can produce more miniatures from the same size mold because of computer-aided design, and it's more packed in there, then you're making more money, right? because you have to do less runs to make more. So the old molds, the old runs, you run, I don't know, for 10 hours and you end up with 1,000 kits. The new runs you run for 10 hours and you end up with 5,000 kits. So you can see why they're so one, the old, it just makes monetary sense. So some of the Eldar stuff needs some loving. I do like, I've always said it, I do like some of the Eldar aesthetic. I like the Dark Eldar, the way they look. I like the Harlequins, the way they look. And I do like the look of Wave Serpents and Fire Prisons and Wraith Lords. And the way it does look. It's the Eldar lore that gets me. It's the stuff behind, it's the stories behind the thing. I'm so invested. It's the stories behind the thing that annoys the crap out of me. But the models, I'm in it for the models, baby. This is why we're here. The models themselves and some of the aesthetics is absolutely beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do there. Dark Mech should be nice looking, but I know, man. Well, you say Dark Admech should be nice. And we're really hoping for some bad mech. We're all really hoping for some bad mech. But the new Admech stuff, What are your thoughts on Warhammer app recording your time of use and location data? Does it really? Why they would need that information? To sell it, I guess. It seems crazy, doesn't it? I don't use the Warhammer app, but all of the apps I do use, I'm sure they record time of use and location. I'm certain, well, not certain, but I'd find it highly likely that Games Workshop are not using that information or wouldn't even know what to do if they had that information. That just becomes metadata that the app creators use to sell on. I mean, that's why apps are so cheap, and that's why many apps are free, because the metadata that they get, that they can farm out to... I mean, all our data is online all the time. Our metadata, it's all metadata, right? You heard it here, folks. Winters like Zelda. Have you seen the Kickstarter folding gaming table? Should help people get more tables than those with us. Okay. I know there's a bunch of... I haven't seen the Kickstarter one. I know there's a bunch of different folding tables. Like urbanmats.com do one. GameMat.eu do one. So if there's another one, I haven't seen it. I'm sure I'll see some pictures of it at some point. But anything that gets people hobbying is good. Okay. Are you doing another March of Winters at any point? I'm just looking up the thing. Yes, we will be doing another March of Winters around the same time next year. So it's going to be September, October next year. I want to do 2 a year. But Element Games was booked out. So for next year. So we managed to squeeze one in for later on next year. So the next March of Winters, the tickets will be on sale months in advance. Members will get the heads up first that, hey, here's the new event and these are the tickets and this is how to get hold of them. And that's what I did this time round. Most of the people there, 75% of the people there were members. And then the remaining tickets went online. But I want to do 2 a year. I need to talk to James from muchofwar.co.uk to see whether he's up for doing 2 a year as well, because I can't do these myself. Well, basically, when I do an event, or when I did the event, and when I've done previous events in the past, I'm not doing much organising because I'm like a kid in the candy store, running around all over the place, talking to people and having fun, and what's going on here, and what's going on, and interrupting games quite a lot. But yeah, I don't sit down. I didn't sit down at March of Winters. I'd like to think that I talked to everyone in that room, and I'd like to think that I talked to everyone in that room more than once. But I probably talked to everyone in that room at least once. But I'm trying to, because I want to talk to people. I want to see what they're up to. I want to hear their hobby journeys. I want to talk to them about their miniatures or their day or what they're doing next or what they thought of the last codex or what Black Library book they last read or how did they paint that thing. Kid in a candy store, me. So I need help with these events because the arranging side, the scoring side, and the making sure that things are running smoothly in the background. You were here at the start of the stream. If you were here, I can't even make a stream run. So yeah. So 2 a year would be great. Smash the like button before the stream ends, everyone. Thank you, Karks. Thank you. Space is a massive issue for my group. Having to find an area on barracks, nice, to get tables in and games in is, yeah, spaces. So having folding away stuff is great. Yeah. Wait till that. Yeah, your smartphone logs where you are. Yeah. So anyway, I think we have come to the end of this stream. I want to thank everyone for jumping in and asking questions and things. And putting up with the technical issues earlier on. Thank you to everyone who is watching this after the live stream, and like, subscribe, thumb up, that sort of thing. If you would like to support me and you're not already a channel member, I would encourage you to do so, because I can't do this without your help, and I appreciate it. I appreciate all members of the 13th Fleet out there. Thank you for being huge members. I love your membership. You complete me, and if more people would like to complete me, then that would be awesome. Merch, Mugs, happy wargaming. Be good. Next Tuesday, I might do another Talky Tuesday, one of these, or there might be an STD. Like I say, every Tuesday there's going to be something talky going on. Either I'll give you an STD or I'll give you some talking to. It's going to be one or the other. So I don't know if you want an STD or not, or whether you want a talking to or not, but it's going to be one or the other, or me sit down with Sultan or another podcast, something. Tuesday is the talking day. So strap yourselves in. I am not going to, like the consistently inconsistent Monday ones, this will actually happen this time. Anyway, how do you know the difference between a crocodile and an alligator? I'll see if you see it later or in a while. Happy wargaming.